So there's a change of seasons, right? When I think about tuning up and tuning in, it's wintertime is coming, and so there's change, right? And when I think about tuning up, I think about vehicles, your car, right? So your car, it's the weather's changing. So what do? We go, we get a tune up, get prepared for, the winter. We do things for our cars so that if you're in a area that it snows, you want to be sure you've got all your tools and equipment in the car to clear off snow. If you plan on traveling, doing changes in the weather when the season change, you get prepared for those things. You tune up, you get a tune up on your car, make sure that's running smoothly, right? That's a good allegory, I think, for our lives with these seasons that are changing in our lives. They change all the time. Sometimes our seasons in life are huge changes, changes in our lives, changes in people around us, changes in the world, changes in politics, changes. And we have to tune up, right? Tune up, tune up, and then tune in. And so with that, I was meditating on that about, us, that that allegory of us uh, updating our cars and up tuning in our spirits with these season changes, right? We tune up our vehicles, our physical, vehicles, right? And our vehicles are composed of a lot of different things. Some people have perfectly tuned vehicles, and some people have, jalopies. They're just kind of struggling along, right? Those are our vehicles, and we know we may need to work on them, and some are tuned. So, what does that tuned vehicle, look like? What does our physical, spiritual bodies look like when they're tuned? What are they composed of? You've got love, right? Love, peace, fairness. Those are the components of, a vehicle that's running well, our spiritual vehicles that are running well. You got humbleness, right? You got consideration, respect for other people. Those things help our lives run smoothly, right? It helps us to get along with other people when we respect other people. Our vehicle now is turning corners really good, right? So we're able to drive where we need to go. We can also get along with other people that are driving on the same road that we're on. We're not in their lane, right? We're being respectful of their space, right? So we're caring and we're sharing, right? We have those qualities about our vehicle that help us to become better people, help society become a better place to live in. This is the tune up that we do, right? This is the tune up that we do. We tune in, right? So now what is the vehicle now that has problems? So you got a vehicle on the road, and that vehicle is just chugging along. It's got smoke coming out the back of it, all kind of issues is going on with that vehicle, with that person, right? And so what does that look like, right? So fear can cause our vehicle not to run well. You got envy. Envy can cause a vehicle not to run well because we're looking outside of our own vehicle at other people's vehicles and saying, I want that, right? When actually, the Most High, God, the Creator, gave you the perfect vehicle for you. The vehicle that you have is a perfect vehicle for you. So God gave you that. Now you got to tune it up, but it is your perfect vehicle. And if we realize that, there's no need for envy or jealousy. I'm jealous because you got this and that and I don't have it, right? You've got what you need in this lifetime. The Creator gave you what you need. We have to focus back and put our hands back on our own steering wheel and begin to steer, drive over to the tune-up shop, right? Pick up those tools that we need so that we can better ourselves, because all of that comes from within us. The changes we need come from within us. We have to tune up ourselves. We have to recognize it first, right? We've got self-harm. That's another thing, hurting our own vehicles for whatever reason, do things that are not good for us. It could be actual self-harm, right? Hurting our bodies, depression, could bring that to us, right? It could be hurting our own bodies because we're doing things to our bodies that are not healthy for us, and we know it's not. We need a tune up, right? We need a tune up. We got to tune up, right? Tune up so that we can tune in. So our higher power, right, gave us the perfect vehicle for us, and that tune up, right? Um, that's part of our cosmic consciousness. Now, with that, let's say, hey, my car's not driving right. The season's changing. I can see all this stuff going on in the world right now. I have this fear that's coming over me because I don't have control of all of this stuff, right? It's a lot happening that makes me feel fearful. I turn on the TV, I'm listening to the radio, I turn on the internet, and I'm seeing all this stuff that's affecting me in all these ways. What do? I can't control it. But the higher power controls it. And we're directly connected to the higher power because that higher power created all of this. All of this was created by our higher power. And we're going through changes. Change is inevitable. We always have changes, right? From summer to fall, winter, spring, it rolls around for us. We're in winter right now. We're coming out of fall. We're going through a winter and it's cold, right? We need to put that liquid in that liquid. I forgot the name of it that you put in your car to keep your car warm if it freezes up, right? Yeah, thinking about it like that, right? So we need to do what we need to do to make that happen. What are some of the things that we do to tune up our car? We get prayer. Prayer is one thing. We get quiet and we pray. We have meditation that we use. That's another tool, right? Where do we get it from? From the cosmic consciousness, from our higher power, from God, right? So God has all these tools in his toolkit. You just go into that store that God has for you, getting prayer and quiet and prayer and in meditation and listen. And when you do, God will bring you like jumper cables, jump you up with that jumper cable, hook you up, and then you'll have that tuning that you need. But you got to do that work. The work is on you. You have to do the work. You have to first acknowledge that there is an issue here. You have to acknowledge that, you know what, I'm really kind of hateful. I got some wicked stuff going on in my life. It's not working for me. My vehicle isn't driving well, and I'm running into other people that when I drive down the freeway, I've got road rage, right? You got to let go of those things, recognize those problems affect not just you, but other people. And they affect other people, and that affects other people, and that affects other people to where our whole cosmic consciousness is affected by all the negativity by each one of us. So do we want our vehicle to run well? Do we want to have peace of mind? Do we want to have love in our hearts? Right? Do we want to go with these changes because they're inevitable? The seasons are going to change. They're here. We go inside, we get quiet, we meditate. Sometimes that tuning up means we get external help. Sometimes therapy is needed, outside help, counseling is needed for us to tackle those things that are causing our vehicles not to run well. And also externally, right? So sometimes we have to fast. We're talking about the physical body now, because you've been eating a lot of stuff that's not good for you, raising up the blood pressure, right? Stressing you out, maybe drinking just a little bit too much, right? Maybe there's some things going on, with your physical body that you can change, you know? Reducing stress in our lives, those things that are stressing us out that we know we need to cut ties with, but we haven't. We're just holding on to those things. We need a tune-up. It's time for a tune-up. We need to tune in so we can get a tune-up. Now, our higher power is the ultimate engine, right? That's that jumper cable I was talking about. Connect yourself to those jumper cables. You got to sit and get quiet to get that. You got to get in that meditative space and call on God, call on your higher powers, call on your spirit guides, to help you with that. All we have to do is ask. We can ask. And the same creator that created us can hear us. And as we call out for help, as we call out for, hey, I've just driven my car up into this bin. Please connect me. I need a new battery, right? I need a new battery. God created power. I need a new engine. I need you to take out all this gunk that's in my engine now and replace it with a clean engine. Fix us. Fix us. The Almighty is able to fix us. The Almighty is able to provide us whatever we need so that we can tackle these changes that's happening with these seasons, these changes that keep you up at night now, the stuff that's causing you to dream all these different kinds of dreams that may be unsettling. That peace of mind is going to come from within. So I encourage you all to get that tune up, right? Get the tune up. Do that inventory, right? On yourself and on your spirit, physically, right? Spiritually, and say, what are those things I need to work on? What are those things that I can run, my engines well so that I can get along with other people, so I can become a real good asset to my family and my community? Identify those things and then take them to that higher power, that big engine in the sky, the big engine in the sky, right? The big engine in the cosmic that can provide everything that you need. So I want to leave you with that today. Tune up and tune in. And I pray for the best for all of you, to align yourself with that cosmic freeway, the cosmic highway that you're on. You're on the right path. You have the right vehicle. You can stay on your path. You're going in the right direction. Never doubt it. Just tune up and tune in. Peace and blessings. I'll leave you with that.